Emanuel von Geibel, German poet and playwright. Life. He was born at Lübeck, the son of a pastor. He was originally intended for his father's profession and studied at Bonn and Berlin, but his real interests lay not in theology but in classical and Romance philology. In 1838 he accepted a tutorship at Athens, where he remained until 1840. In the same year he published, in conjunction with his friend Ernst Curtius, a volume of translations from Greek. His first poems were published in a volume entitled Zeitstimmen in 1841. In 1842, he entered the service of Frederick William IV, the King of Prussia, with an annual stipend of 300 thalers, under whom he produced König Roderick, a tragedy, König Sigurd's Brautfahrt, an epic, and Juniuslieder, lyrics in a more spirited and manlier style than his early poems. In 1851, he was invited to Munich by Maximilian II of Bavaria as an honorary professor at the university, and he relinquished his Prussian stipend. While in Munich he was at the center of the literary circle called Die Krokodil, which was concerned with traditional forms. In 1852 he married Amanda Trommer, and the next year they had a daughter, Ada Marie Caroline. A volume of Neue Gedichte, published at Munich in 1857 and principally consisting of poems on classical subjects, denoted a further considerable advance in his objectivity. The series was worthily closed by the Spathabsblätter, published in 1877. He had left Munich in 1869 and returned to Lübeck, where he remained until his death. His works further include two tragedies, Brunhild and Sophonisbe, and translations of French and Spanish popular poetry, with Paul Heyse. Beginning as a member of the group of political poets who heralded the Revolution of 1848, Geibel was also the chief poet to welcome the establishment of the Empire in 1871. His strength lay not, however, in his political songs but in his purely lyric poetry, such as the fine cycle Ada and his popular love songs. He may be regarded as the leading representative of German lyric poetry between 1848 and 1870. Bibliography. Gesammelte Werke published in Eidvols. The Gedichte have gone through about 130 editions. A selection of his poems in one volume appeared in 1904. For biography and criticism, see Karl Godecke, E. Geibel, Wilhelm Scherer's address on Geibel. Karl Theodor Gaditz, Geibel Denkwürdigkeiten, Karl Konrad Theodor Litzmann, E. Geibel, aus Erinnerungen, Briefen und Tagebüchern. Biographies by Karl Ludwig Leimbach and K. T. Gaditz.